Good morning, everybody. This is Craig Valine, No BS Craig to a few. Welcome to EMP TV Live on Facebook Live. Today, we are going to revisit what I tried to share yesterday. We had some technical difficulties. I don't know if it was BeLive.tv or Facebook or whatever. I am checked. I am not on mute, and I can hear myself through my speakers. But yesterday, I did a whole 15, 20-minute Facebook Live and then found out that nobody could hear me, so I deleted the broadcast. Yesterday and today, we're going to talk about the 5 sources of power in any business. I want to first say that today our broadcast is brought to you by EMP Results, or EMP Power Event, coming up on the last Tuesday of every month at the Courtyard Marriott. And the website is www.registerpasadena.com. First-time guests come for free. Return guests are welcome. Basically, it is helping you get reach your goals in the fastest time possible by making better, smarter, more strategic marketing decisions. So with that, let's just get to the 5 sources of power. Number 1 is your list and the relationship you have with your list. So a list consists of those people who have inquired or raised their hand saying they're interested in your product or service. Your list consists of past customers. Your list consists of present customers, and your relationship with them. Do you communicate with them on a regular basis? If you have probably a fairly good relationship with them. The key is to communicate with them like you would a dear and valued friend or a family member. You know, I get a lot of people who say that I hate email and I would never email my list. Well, get over it. Your biases of it need to be smashed. They need to be thrown away because it's a method of communication and you need to use it despite your feelings about it. Just because you feel that way doesn't mean it doesn't work. And by the way, email is one method for communicating with your list. You're sending a monthly paper by snail mail, newsletter, sending regular correspondence via fax, by mail, by picking up the phone, for crying out loud. My good friend Michael Levine always says this invention called the telephone, use it. And he's taught me a very valuable lesson about that. Do you not call your family? Do you not call your friends? Your customers will continue to do business with you because of the relationship you have with them. And if they feel like you are treating them like family or dear and valued friends, it'll be very, very difficult for them to go anywhere else. There's power in that. So the number 1 power is your list and the relationship you have with that list. Number 2 is your reputation. What are you known for in the marketplace? I'm known for being very direct. No BS Craig is my nickname. And although I'm diplomatic about things, I am straightforward. I am not going to BS you around. It's either for you or it's not for you, and I'm not going to convince you otherwise. I believe personally that there are certain types of people I want to work with and there's certain people I don't. And if you don't qualify for that, and one of those things are you ready to be honest with yourselves? All progress starts with being honest with yourself. I think Dan Sullivan said that. So what are you known for? I'm also known for having a group for 10 years where people are still members after 10 years. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 members from me from the original, then the Glendale, Pasadena GKIC group. 3 of them are still in my mastermind. The others are either honorary life members or they are very big supporters of the group. That's part of my reputation. I've got longevity with the people that I do business with. I can find $10,000 in your business by sitting down with you in 15 minutes. And I will guarantee that. I'm not going to give you $10,000 if I don't, but I can find $10,000. I can find $100,000 in your business if you really wanted to, but it's your ability to go and execute and implement it, that makes all the difference. That is part of my reputation. That's part of the thing that I want to be known for. If you give me 15, 30 minutes, I will find $10,000 because my skill set comes from marketing leverage. That is getting a far better result for the same time, money, and effort you're already spending. If you're already doing something and you're getting a result, How can we 2 times, 5 times, 10 times, 100 times that result? Very often it's just, I call myself a course corrector. If you're want to get to San Francisco and you're taking Route 1 along the ocean, you're not going to make it to San Francisco. Okay, because Big Sur is washed out. So let's use that as a metaphor of old ways of doing things. Some things just don't work anymore. And it's usually the shiny objects, or it's the media that's outgrown itself. It just doesn't exist anymore. Another way to go up is the 101. Now, it's direct. It'll get you right into the city, but it takes about 8 hours to get up there. If you take the 5 freeway, you'll make it up in 5.5 or 6 hours. Okay, it's a little faster. But if you fly, if you take, Southwest Airlines, you can make it up there in 2 hours. Okay. And so that's what I do is I get you off that Route 1, and then move you back over to either Route 101, the 5, or to the airport and fly there. It just depends on how quickly you're willing to implement what we're talking about. So that's what I'm known for. My title is Marketing Performance Strategist. I want to enhance marketing performance, and we'll strategize to find the best way to help you do that. So that's that's power number 2, your reputation. What are you known for? Okay. Number 3 is marketing. Are you marketing on a regular basis? Number 1, that gives you extreme power if you're the one marketing and other people in your industry are not. The other thing that really comes with that is diversity in marketing. So diversity creates stability. The more things you have working for yourself at one time, the better. The more chances for revenue you have. So one of my teachers taught me to imagine a Greek Parthenon, with granite pillars, a big granite roof, and the roof is revenue, money coming into the business, and the pillars are tactics and strategies for driving revenue. Most people operate on the premise of having just one pillar. That's the only thing they have working, and how is that going to hold up the roof? Eventually, it's going to collapse because there's nothing holding it up. And that network, let's just say it's networking, okay, because most of the people locally go and network. And networking's great. It should be part of your overall plan, but it's not a surefire strategy for everyone. For success, for financial success in your business, okay? So if you want to hold up that roof, right, then you better have more strategies to hold up the roof, you see? So diversity is the pillars, and this is revenue. So if, let's say, networking isn't working as well, you're not meeting as many qualified prospects, but you're doing direct mail on a regular basis, and that is driving sales. And then maybe you're placing print ads in the local paper. Maybe you're doing Facebook ads. Maybe you're doing joint ventures with people. And again, you can add multiple pillars. There we go. To hold up that roof. And the more pillars you have working, or the more strategies and tactics you have working at one time, the better. And there's power in that. Because I guarantee that most people in your industry, the people who do what you do, are doing less than 3 things to drive revenue into their business, to create advantage, right? And that leads us to power number 4, which is specific marketing advantage. What do you do better than anybody else in your category? So, specific marketing advantage. What do you do better than anybody else? What do you do that no one else can, does, or will offer the marketplace? We call that a unique selling proposition. Dan Kennedy, my mentor, has a copyrighted question that your prospects are generally asking themselves, and that is, why should I, your prospect, choose to do business with you versus any and every other option available to me, including doing nothing at this time? You ever walk in somewhere intending to do business, and then for something, either a pushy salesperson came up, or there was no unique reason to buy the product or service at that location, and you just did nothing, right? Because there was no qualifying reason for you to stay and do business there. If it was a unique experience, if they had products you couldn't find anywhere else, if they had a unique guarantee, if they had an amazing place, or location, or whatever was important to you, then maybe you did business. But if they didn't, you did nothing, right? They weren't able to answer that question. So part of that power, specific marketing advantage. What do you do that no one else can, does, or will? Using the word only is a power word. Okay, we're the only ones who carry this line of products. We're the only one that provides this service. We're the only ones open from midnight till 6 a.m. We're the only one that offers a 5-point guarantee. That's huge. Okay. Number 5 is clarity. Clarity is clarity of purpose, why you're doing what you're doing, clarity of your message, clarity of your market. Do you know who you should really be doing business with? Clarity of the products and services that you deliver. Solutions is really what it comes down to. Does your solution provide ultimate benefit to your market? Message, market, and media. Remember, right message going to the right target market using the right media. And by the way, media should always be chosen last, not first, like so many people do. So there you go. Okay, so I'm going to restate them. 5 sources of power. Number 1 is your lists and the relationship you have with those lists. Number 2 is your reputation. What are you known for? Number 3 is marketing. Diversity creates stability. Remember that. Number 4 is your specific marketing advantage. What do you do that no one else can, does, or will? And using the word "we're the only," it's a very unique and powerful statement and promise. And number 5 is clarity. Clarity of your message, clarity of your market, clarity of your purpose, clarity of the results that you're looking for when you do marketing. So I hope those were helpful. We just shared those with the people who attended the Pasadena Small Business Success Summit, and I think it went over pretty well. That is it. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. Stay cool today. It's going to be in the hundreds, and I'm already getting hot right here. I got to turn on the fan. But have a fantastic day. If I can be of any help to you, you can instant message me through here or email me at craig@empresults.com. And that's it for today. Have a fantastic day, and we will see you tomorrow.